Hey everybody! I wanted to show off my tiny garden that I've kind of had since the very beginning of our journeys. I kind of started with a few herbs inside the house, like basil and stuff. And then last spring, I really wanted some flowers. They looked so pretty. So, try to get this to focus. So anyway, so I got some flowers. Let me show you those ones. So last year I got these. I don't even know what they're called. I'm like terrible at naming stuff. So I got these guys, and they're actually blooming again. These are the first few blooms that I've gotten. And then this year, oh, and then I also had my original. I had this rosemary here. He's kind of doing okay. He's kind of going a little woody, so I might have to like change him out soon. But anyway, and then this year we added this big bunch of wildflowers. They were already ready to go. Some tulips and what else? So we got some more tulips back here, and then this guy. And then these are just some wildflower seeds me and Layla Bug threw in there. And then also in my teapot, I recycled that. We just planted some seeds in there. And then I used to keep all the kids like outdoor stuff in here, and then I just put some spinach. So I've actually harvested from that like 4 times. And then we also planted, I don't know if you can see it, we planted some jalapenos, and we have some little babies coming up. So I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. And then we also did some, I think these are wildflowers in this Texas coffee mug. These are some jalapenos. Layla planted some tomatoes that are starting to come up. And then Crab just planted some jalapenos too, but Micho knocked him over, so I don't think he's gonna be happy about that. So, oh yeah, and so check out this stand, right? So you see this shepherd's hook here? So my mom actually gave me that when we first started our journey when we were over in East Texas. And last spring I welded on some threaded rod. We were hanging up our gray water tank, and so we had some threaded rods left over. So I welded them to here. And so now I kind of have like this cool tree. I got this dinner bell at this Renaissance festival, so that's kind of cool. And this had some bird stuff on it. I need to get another one. I like to feed the birds. And then I got my hummingbird feeder. I have tons of hummingbirds out here. It's like the hummingbird capital of the United States, Patagonia. We're really close to there, I guess. And I wrapped a bunch of lights around it. So at night, the lights come all the way across up to the outlet over there, so we can kind of have some lights to see if we have people coming over, if we're outside hanging out, like we can actually see some stuff. So I love the Christmas lights. I think they're really important. And then just so you know, all these stumps here, those all came from our Christmas tree lot, from those huge trees that we got last minute. If you guys watched our Christmas tree lot video, we got these huge nobles. Nobody bought them, so we just cut off the ends and then we turned them into garden planters. We probably won't bring them with us. Maybe we'll put a couple in storage just to like make some stuff out of them later, but let them dry out for a little while. But yeah, that's my mobile garden. So I actually load that in the truck. I just put it like closest to the cab where the wind can't like blow it over and like throw all my petals and stuff off. But amazingly enough, I usually had about 3 or 4 container plants, and then I would always just tie this off to, I usually just tied it off to the front of the bus here with like a bungee or like some metal straps. And you'll notice like a lot of people at RV parks will have like their whole dash facing outside, like displayed with like rocks or like really cool pictures and sayings that they found on the road. Everybody kind of has their own little outdoor personality. Our whole bus is our personality really, but I've always liked having flowers and like having a little garden. So if anybody else is traveling or wants to know if you can travel with plants, we do. I just throw them in the truck, in the back seat on the ground or in the very back near the cab, and they've ridden just fine. And since we're going to be here for a little while, I'm really excited to see if these jalapenos and tomatoes grow. And then I also have a couple of herbs in the bus, like you can see right here. Actually, that's Micho's catnip. It's going crazy. And then I have some mint. They're watching TV in there, so I'm not gonna go mess it up. But right here's where my sink is in my kitchen. I have thyme and I have a really nice mint that's growing. And we throw the mint in our teas and stuff, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, that's it for now. If y'all wanted to see what a tiny garden looks like, we got it. Bye, guys.